The All-Star game is upon us. Will the All-Stars' opponents be able to earn a victory? One team is riding the crest of an impressive season. We'll hear from some of its members. Plus, when the Board of Governors meets soon, there'll be at least one big announcement. It's the mid-season get-together and more, right now on ECHL Week. Welcome to another edition of ECHL Week, this time coming to you from the Santander Arena in Reading, Pennsylvania, home of the Reading Royals. On last week's show, we talked about the ECHL All-Stars and their upcoming game on the 18th of January. Today, we'll look at the team that the All-Stars will be playing. These guys, the Adirondack Thunder. The Thunder will count heavily upon leading scorer Ty Loney as they attempt to become the first team in the last 4 games to defeat the All-Stars.
It's cool. It's an honor and a cool thing to be selected to an all-star team. Never happened to me before. So really, we're just taking every game in stride. And when that opportunity comes, it'll be a fun thing to do. But for right now, we're just focused on winning some games.
I think it'll be fun. It'll be something that's really great for the community, great experience for our players and our fans. But at the same time, we're focusing on, the foundation that we're laying for the team in terms of our play and building individuals into good pros. And then when we get to that week, we want to make sure our guys get enjoyment out of that as well. Like it's their experience as well. And so rather than focus on it beforehand, when we get there, we'll start to look at it as a good opportunity for us to work on some things that we might not normally get to work on because there is a different format. So at the same time, we want to make it a good experience for everyone involved.
I think, like Coach said, it's just something different and something that you're not ready for. And that's always something good to be prepared for, the unexpected. So it's definitely a way you could benefit yourself in the rest of your season. I think it's just a time to have fun, really, and just kind of showcase some, fun talent that you can maybe do, but just have fun with the guys and just enjoy it.
Since we're in Reading, we thought we'd catch up with the Royals All-Star, Justin Crandall.
I think it's a big honor, and I'm pretty excited to go do it. And, you got to feel out the game how it's going to be. I don't know if there'll be a lot of hitting and stuff like that, which I hope not. But at the same time, it's it's going to be on NHL Network, and then there could be scouts or something there. So you don't want to be the guy running around killing guys, but at the same time, you never want to look bad out there. So I think it'll be a pretty good pace. That's a good team over there, and they work hard. So I think it'll be a pretty good game. I've been saying it to guys that I want to see this. I've never seen Costello from Allen, and the guy puts up hundreds of points a year, and I'm pretty excited to see what he's got. I'm sure he's a great player. It's just kind of cool to play with different guys, get away for a couple days, and hockey guys are all good guys, so it'll be fun to meet some new players and kind of definitely learn some things from some guys.
The game will feature 5-on-5, 4-on-4, and 3-on-3 play, as well as a skills competition. It will air live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time exclusively on the NHL Network. We'll recap the action during our next ECHL Week show, which will debut on Friday, January 27th. In conjunction with the All-Star Game, the ECHL's Board of Governors will be meeting in Glens Falls, and one of the announcements which will be made during the All-Star Get-Together is the site for the 2018 All-Star Game. One of the significant items on the board's agenda, league membership for next season. Of course, the Worcester Railers will be starting play this October, but it's very possible that one team could be added or subtracted or both based upon what happens during this meeting. Also, there could be a decision made about the dormant franchise, which played in Evansville last season. Vice President of Hockey Operations Joe Ernst makes his season debut next on ECHL Week.
Hi, this is Derek Nesbitt of the Atlanta Gladiators, and you can tweet me at Derek_Nesbitt.
From the start of the season, the Toledo Walleye had been on fire. Leading the ECHL in points, the Fish, under first-year and all-star head coach Dan Watson, are tied with Florida for the fewest home losses in the league, 2, and have only 5 defeats away from the Huntington Center this season. Leading the league in power play percentage has also helped their gaudy point total. Let's hear from some of the Walleye.
We're fast. We're great on transition. We do have to get better defensively. Our forwards are extremely fast. We've got 3 high-end lines who can score, who want to score, so we're very dynamic.
There's a great group of guys in this locker room, from veterans to rookies, all the way down the lineup, from the first line to the third line to the 10th forward. There's no cliques in this locker room. It's everyone's on page together.
I think we got a good taste of Spink Brothers last year for the last 5 games this season and through playoffs, and you wondered how they're going to have a good summer, how they're going to transition to that first full season in the ECHL, and they've done nothing but been outstanding. And then on the back end, Jacob McDonald, a defenseman out of Elmira, we got in a trade, and we didn't play Elmira a ton last year, so you wonder, okay, ECHL rookie defenseman, what's he going to bring? And now you can see the way he skates, the way he sees the ice, the way he reads a play. You can tell why he's one of those high-end defensemen, only in his second year.
I loved Elmira. The guys were awesome. The team was awesome. I love the hockey, of course. But when you come to Toledo and you have 8,000 fans on Friday and Saturday night both, and sold-out barn, and it's just an unbelievable experience.
Dan Watson told us at the beginning of the year, we play, when we're down here, we play for the Toledo Walleye, and we take pride in that, and then the success will come with that.
Our main goal is to get to the playoffs. I think our goals can change throughout the season depending on if we're right there to win a division. Now our goal will change when that happens. Same thing with a conference. Once we get to the playoffs, I think it's an opportunity for us to try and win a championship. That's going to be number 1, but our first thing is we have to get there.
Hi, my name is Kevin Lynch from Indy Fuel, and you're watching ECHL Week.
We stress communication at length at our training camp. We want our officials to communicate with both players and coaches. A lot of times when they're going over to the bench, it's either a coach has a question or obviously a coach has a complaint, where we want our officials to give the coach an explanation of what happened. Was it a penalty? Maybe it was a non-goal, something from that area. And then while they're communicating with players, linesmen are communicating with centers, trying to make sure that they understand what we're looking for on a face-off. Is it stick down, we're going to get the puck down, or is a guy turning, what it could be. And also maybe a captain might have a question, and there's so many different ways we can put out fires through communication. If it's a linesman, referee, through our communication with the guys on the ice during the game, or even maybe right at the end of a period to calm the situation down if it's getting a little bit heated.
A down-to-the-wire interconference matchup is our highlight game, straight ahead on ECHL Week.
Don't miss a minute of ECHL action. Subscribe now to ECHL.TV. Take advantage of live streaming on your phone, tablet, or computer, and never miss out on the action. No matter where you are. Catch every game from around the league. Relive your favorite team's great moments and big plays with full game replays and video on demand. Visit ECHL.TV now to sign up. If it's on ECHL.TV.
Hi, this is Brian McCormick, voice of the Idaho Steelheads, and you're watching ECHL Week.
Time for one of our most popular segments. It's the highlight game of the week.
Stolen right back by Gagnon, and here we go. Gagnon on the right wing side, drops off for Levier. There's a shot, he scored! No, the referee says no. That was definitely in the net. Off a leg, pass across to the right wing side. There's a blast. Big save, Fucali, rebound in front, and he's got that too. Zach Fucali standing on his head to start the second period. Rush as Scheidel tries to get around Jordan Henry. It's going to be left for Bushy. There's a drive and a nice save. Fucali, pass out in front, they score. Banked it in off the netminder. 9:44 to go, and we've got a tie game. One back by the K-Wings. Clean open look for Bushy. Decides not to shoot. Now he does. In front they score. Henniger Only 5 seconds into the man advantage makes the Beast pay. They have their first lead of the game. It's 2-1. Can 40 seconds to go. Pecan back for Corin. Back down into the corner. That's Ling. Ling back out for Corin. There's a shot. Rebound in front. They score! David Pecan has tied the game with 31.4 seconds to go. Marino pinching a little bit, trying to steal that one back. Into the left wing side, Pecan takes his man, but Taylor puts it in back and toward the front of the goal. They score. Sorensen in overtime, and the Kalamazoo Wings are going to emerge victorious here today by a score of 3-2.
Hi, I'm Jesse Mitchin of the Colorado Eagles, and you're watching ECHL Week.
The men behind the microphones. It's time for Voices of the ECHL.
I did a game last year in Utah that was a 1-0 win in a shutout on the road in Utah. Jack Campbell was in net. As a broadcaster, you don't like when you have to force the dramatic calls. You like when they do it for you and just kind of lead you into it. And that was a game where I looked around at everyone around me in a building that had, I think, 8,000 people in it that night, and I just said, this is really cool. I like going to Colorado. We go there often enough. And it's a good setup proximity-wise. The hotel's near the rink, so it helps you schedule out your day. But last year, I will say, we got to go to Allen a lot because of the playoff series we had in the first round. There's a lot of good restaurants around there, and it's a fun building. It's a good energy. My routine, honestly, is I go through my notes. Any notes I have from the day before, I rewrite them again. It's almost like studying, you know? You jot them down in your notebook, and it helps refresh your memory. So no vocal exercises, but a lot of memorization. It's almost like studying for a test that you have 72 times a year.
That wraps up another edition of ECHL Week from Reading, Pennsylvania. Thanks for watching. Make sure to keep track of what's going on in the ECHL. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe on YouTube. Special promotion coming up there soon. See you next time.